guys, and welcome to my video today. I am Taylor Watson. I am a certified personal trainer and I'm a fitness nutrition specialist. I'm also a bodybuilder. It's my biggest hobby and my absolute passion, and I am also just very involved in fitness and health in general. So I wanted to bring you guys the most common questions that I get, and these are actual questions that I've received this week to help you guys in your own fitness journey and empower you to get to your goals. So let's get started and let's learn something. What exercise or exercises burn belly fat? So this is probably one of the top questions when it comes to exercise. There is, unfortunately, not a very happy answer. We cannot spot reduce. So what that means is that we cannot specifically burn all of our fat in one area. So if you are looking to burn belly fat, what you should actually focus on is whole body, high intensity interval training, and eating nutritious food along with lifting heavy. So it's just gonna come from an all around more healthy, focused lifestyle, and focusing less on just targeting the core, because what you're going to end up doing is just building core muscles but not actually removing any fat. So again, it's a all-around spectrum that causes fat burn everywhere on your body. We just can't spot reduce. How often should I work out? Okay, this one is so tough for me to answer, especially because a lot of people come from different backgrounds, and we all have different experiences, so it's hard to nail down exactly what one person should be doing and one person shouldn't be doing. And so that's why it's oftentimes helpful to have a coach or someone who knows you really well, or get to know a trainer in order to figure out what works best for your lifestyle. I would say that most people can get away with just exercising 3 times a week for about an hour. That's a good starting point for most people. You don't want to overdo it if you're just getting started and then go through a burnout. But you also don't want to kind of lazily run through the motions. So if you're working out, that hour should be pretty intense, and it should involve probably some lifting, interval training, or a little bit of cardio in there. There's no perfect answer. I found that for myself, I do really well with 3 lift sessions a week. Sometimes 4 if I'm feeling really good, and then maybe 1 cardio day, and usually I keep it pretty light. For me, I just focus on steps overall and making sure that I'm active every single day, and that seems to work best for me. If you have a bigger goal, sometimes you might want to add in more exercise, but if you're someone who is tight on a schedule, for example, you probably want to do shorter sessions more frequently. So for you, it might be like 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week, versus me doing 3 one-hour lifting days. Whatever works best for you in your lifestyle, and that's going to come from a lot of playing around and figuring out what's best for your body. What should I eat before and after a workout? So, if your goal is weight loss, you're going to have to make sure that whatever you eat still keeps you in a calorie deficit. I've seen people come into the gym and then they eat like 3 bananas before their workout, and they probably unknowingly just ate around 400 extra calories that they didn't really need, and 1 of those bananas would have sufficed, but they read somewhere that having carbs before your workout's really good. So I usually recommend just a very small snack of carbs before your workout, because carbs are energy for our body, and so oftentimes that's like a piece of fruit, like an apple or a banana, usually going for like 20 to 30 grams of carbs, and so another thing is like a piece of toast, a couple of crackers, a couple of pieces of candy. That's really popular for bodybuilders. We tend to like grab some Sour Patch Kids and eat before our workout. But really anything that just is going to help you get through the workout with a little extra energy. As for after your workout, you're going to want to get protein into your body as soon as possible. They talk about this like 30-minute window that you have to get in order to like build muscle. That window is actually pretty open for almost up to 4 hours, but the sooner the better, because you start that recovery process right away. So protein and carbs, and so I like to keep my fats low after my workout too and just focus on strict protein. So a couple different ideas are a banana and a protein shake, or an apple with some, you can buy like high protein peanut butter. Why hire a coach? It's just that, why hire a coach? Couldn't I just do this all on my own? It's pretty straightforward, right? Like, you just need to exercise, eat better, and just do it frequently, right? So I, for one, was someone who didn't think that she needed a coach. I had been lifting for like 4 years before I decided to hire somebody, and when it came to it, I realized that even though I was lifting and I was building muscle, I was actually getting away from my goals. I was gaining weight. No matter how active I tried to be, I was gaining weight. And I thought I was eating really healthy. I always packed my own lunches when I went to work. I always focused on eating lots of vegetables and lots of protein, but I seemed to always be putting on weight, and it didn't make any sense to me. And that's when I decided that it was time for me to invest in getting a coach, because I just could not do it on my own. There's nothing wrong with needing help. And I found that it was actually really empowering to have someone on my team and cheering for me and helping me just reach my goals. So I found out after I hired a coach that my approach to fitness and health was completely wrong. Eating healthy wasn't the same as eating a calorie deficit for weight loss. So I was actually overeating on very healthy foods, and that was preventing me from losing weight. Along with that, my exercises that I was doing, I was actually creating a lot of imbalances in my body. I had a really bad anterior pelvic tilt, which essentially means that my pelvis was tilted backward, so it made my butt look like it sticks out. And so I had to do a lot of extra stretching and focusing on developing some different muscle groups in order to fix that. And I had just been working out for years and not knowing that I had these imbalances. And along with that, I had someone to keep me accountable. So every time I thought that I was doing the right thing, or I thought that I had it and I was on the right path, I seemed to kind of mess up, and I was just setting myself back every time I did that. So for example, I might eat really good one week, but then the weekend comes around and I was drinking, and I completely ruined all that progress, because in a matter of 3 hours, I drank like 1,000 calories. And you don't think about those things if you're having like mixed drinks or beer, but it adds up very, very quickly. And so having a coach just made me more aware of my choices and how they actually impact me. And it has been life-changing to have a coach. When I hired a coach, I had just gotten into my first fitness job in fitness research or exercise research, and I was just ready to learn and understand and grow and develop as much as I could. And so having a coach really helped me understand my body, but also how other people's bodies work. And so I was able to take a lot of information from my experience and apply it to others as well. So it's just been really helpful all around. So those are my 4 biggest questions that I get from